were able to restrain him. And then being poisoned, he kept saying that he was receiving shots from other passengers. He saw everybody as a threat. He thought everybody was working for the FBI, the CIA.
Yes, that's what he was saying.
Can you say that? Just
yes, he was saying his name over and over, his date of birth, call his parents' number, those kind of things.
And he's being...
I will let United answer that. It's under investigation. I will not talk about any issues.
Did you see him getting taken away or in custody or handcuffed?
No, I did not. Yes. Was he traveling alone? Yes.
Daniel Perry Morgan. And he kept repeating his name, biographical information, over and over again for people. And some people were videotaping it. I'm sure there's phones and cameras, people were videotaping the information. So they will have a verbatim account. He said he was from Binghamton. He grew up in Binghamton, New York. He was screaming that something to the effect that he had information about the information Edward Snowden released, and that he was trying to deliver the information to the U.S., but he was being hustled away by the CIA and being taken away to some safe house to never be seen again. But if you believe that, you would seem a little disturbed, but no, he didn't seem excessively disturbed. He did not he was not running up and down the aisles. He was not attempting to hurt anyone. He was not moving about in any agitated fashion. He was just yelling in a loud voice to make certain that everyone heard him.
Newark Liberty Airport from Hong Kong being questioned in the mid-air scare. Police say that he went off about the CIA, the National Security Agency, and that is not all. CBS 2's Derek Dennis has more now on a passenger's bizarre rant.
Police and FBI agents swarming a plane at Newark Airport, then later surrounding the suspect in this exclusive video from Newark's University of Medicine and Dentistry Hospital. His actions erratic and disturbing.
All of a sudden there's a guy screaming about national security, CIA, covert operations.
Jacques Roizen, a passenger on board United Flight 116 from Hong Kong to Newark, helped restrain the man with plastic handcuffs. He's an American believed to be in his 30s and claimed his name is Daniel Morgan Perry during an anti-government rant recorded on a cell phone about 9 hours into the 16-hour flight.
Your life is in jeopardy. Your life is in jeopardy. You work for the NSA. You work for the CIA. And you work for the National Reconnaissance Office.
He complained about being shot with darts during the entire flight.
He never threatened anyone individual on the plane. He didn't threaten to blow up the plane. He didn't threaten to divert the plane. He was just saying that he had information relating to Ed Snowden.
Snowden, a National Security Agency contractor who went into hiding after claiming to have leaked classified federal security documents. But Manhattan security expert Bob Strang says passengers had no choice but to subdue the man.
He was able to cause a disturbance, create havoc on the airplane, but nobody was hurt. The plane arrived on time. He's being hospitalized, and I'm sure will be ultimately charged.
But only after a full medical and mental evaluation. Derek Dennis, CBS 2 News.
There were 238 passengers on board the international flight, and all left the plane safely.
It was about 8 hours into the 15-hour flight when a passenger lost it.
He said he worked for the U.S. Embassy in Abu Dhabi, and he was being detained by the CIA and being transferred, and his life was in danger.
Peter Jones of Washington, D.C. says the man never threatened any passengers, but when he reached into his pocket, says passenger Jacques Roizen.
People got scared and a few of us jumped on him, put him on the ground. With the help of a few passengers and flight attendants, we were able to handcuff him.
The man is now undergoing a psychiatric evaluation. At Newark Liberty International Airport, Marla Diamond, WCBS 880 News.
Imagine there are 6 hours left in your 15-hour flight from Hong Kong and one of your fellow passengers starts ranting about the CIA and conspiracies.
Then when he started reaching for his pockets, people got scared and a few of us jumped on him.
New Yorker Jacques Roizen says the guy finally calmed down.
The other passenger and I spoke to him about our children and talking to him about Father's Day and trying to calm him down.
And when United Flight 116 finally landed, the man was turned over to the FBI. Al Jones, 10-10 wins at Newark Liberty.
Basically, big news happened today, and none of the controlled opposition movements reported on it. Basically, it confirms that Snowden is in contact with the CIA. Oh, wow, it's nice and blurry. Okay, sorry. And that this asset freaked out 10 hours into a 16-hour flight that went from Hong Kong to Newark, and this asset was worried that he was going to be killed. Why? Because basically his wife was a Chinese spy, and as a Chinese spy they were in Hong Kong. She was probably working alongside Edward Snowden. Apparently this husband was, I think, working for the NRO, which is the National Reconnaissance Office, which is the agency that takes care of all the surveillance satellites and all that stuff. And basically kind of knew that Snowden was working with the CIA over there in Hong Kong. And you know, there's a big mosquito in here. Alright. Basically, I'm going to provide all the links, but yeah, so they basically tell him, hey, your life doesn't matter, now you're getting on a plane and you're going to a safe house back in the States, and he's probably worried they're going to kill him, which is a totally valid concern, and this is the kind of behavior we need to start seeing out of these intelligence agency people, because yes, you can't just trust all these mafia types. They're already breaking the law, okay? You basically can't trust them. So he basically is on the flight, and he probably hasn't had any sleep, and about 10 hours into it he's nodding off, and the passengers were talking about him doing like this, and he was afraid of being shot by a dart, he was afraid of being poisoned, and yeah, basically he's worried that when he goes to sleep he's not going to wake up. He's worried that there's somebody on that plane that's going to shoot him with a heart attack gun and kill him. Okay? So basically he went bonkers and he started naming off names of CIA assets, and he said he had information related to Ed Snowden. He said he's dead like 35 times, and they basically cuffed him with some plastic zip ties or whatever, and then he gets off the plane and they arrest him. But United States Intelligence Agency official goes bonkers on a plane, afraid they're going to kill him. Daniel Morgan Perry is his name. Needs to go viral. Why does it need to go viral? Well, the government is basically trying to get you to take down the surveillance state, so that when you take down the surveillance state, which they will never actually do, they will nuke the shit out of our country and then justify never questioning the powers that be again. This is stopping the nuclear false flag from occurring. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video.